If you're into music festivals, you're probably familiar with the kind of energy that can only be found when tens of thousands of people are all converging on the same spot for one massive, unrelenting celebration of sound, art, and culture. And in New York City, there's one festival that pulls it off better than most. I'm talking about the Governor's Ball, which in 2025 is going to be one of the biggest music events in the city's calendar. This isn't just some random festival that's trying to catch a fleeting wave of popularity. It's part of a tradition that draws in some of the most diverse crowds you'll find in the whole festival scene. So why exactly is Governor's Ball such a big deal? And what's in store for those who'll be heading to it in 2025? Well, first things first, the Governor's Ball is the festival where you find more than just music. It's about everything. It's about the artists, the food, the people, the art installations, the culture, and yeah, the chaos. You're not just listening to music here, you're feeling it, living it. It's a cultural vortex, bringing together people from all walks of life to experience the most curated, varied, and perfectly executed event that NYC can provide. Now let's talk about the venue. If you've been to NYC, you know there's something almost mythical about Flushing Meadows Corona Park. It's the kind of place that holds a lot of memories for New Yorkers. Hell, for anyone who's even seen a postcard of the city. It's the iconic home of the Unisphere, the big metal globe that towers over the park like it's holding the whole world together. And that's the backdrop for this festival. Flushing Meadows is a massive, sprawling space in Queens, and it's almost poetic when you think about the history and the significance it holds. For those of you unfamiliar with the history of the park, here's a fun fact. The site was originally created for the 1964 World's Fair. So when you walk into that park, you're not just walking into any ordinary patch of grass, you're stepping into a cultural landmark. The site of a World's Fair, a place that witnessed so much innovation and forward thinking at its time, and now it's a venue for one of the most celebrated music festivals in the world. That sense of history makes it the perfect venue for an event that brings the world's best artists together year after year. It's got that unique flavor, a kind of perfect blend of nostalgia and modernity. But let's get to the part you're all waiting for, the headliners. In 2025, the Governor's Ball is going to feature some of the most iconic performers of our time. Tyler, the Creator, Olivia Rodrigo, and Hozier are the big names on the bill, and I don't think I need to tell you how much buzz those names are going to create. These are the kinds of artists whose music transcends genre and demographics. They attract legions of fans, each drawn by something different. Whether it's Tyler's genre-defying brilliance, Olivia's raw, cathartic energy, or Hozier's soulful, haunting melodies. But the real magic comes from the fact that each of these artists has their own unique style, their own voice, their own message. And when they come together in the same space, it's like something bigger than the sum of its parts. It's a blend of artistic visions that you can't find anywhere else. Tyler, the Creator, is one of those artists who consistently challenges expectations. His performances are legendary, not just for the music, but for the spectacle. Expect a show that's not just about him playing some tracks, but about creating an experience. His fans don't just listen to his music, they live it, breathe it, feel it in every fiber of their being. He's one of those artists who demands to be seen, and if you've ever been to one of his shows, you know that it's more of a cultural experience than a concert. You're there for the full ride, the unpredictable twists and turns that only Tyler can deliver. Then there's Olivia Rodrigo, the pop sensation who took the world by storm with her gut-wrenching, relatable ballads. I'm not saying she's the next generation's queen of heartbreak. Okay, maybe I am, but she's certainly the queen of anthems for the brokenhearted. Her live shows, a whirlwind of teenage angst, raw emotion, and sing-along moments that'll have you forgetting you're in a crowd of strangers. She's got this magnetic presence and authenticity that you can't fake, and when she steps onto that stage, it's impossible to ignore the fact that you're watching history unfold. And trust me, when she belts out driver's license, you'll be singing it with her, even if you don't know what a driver's license even looks like. And then there's Hozier. I mean, come on. The man who brought us Take Me to Church has this ability to turn every note he sings into something spiritual. His voice is that kind of rare, mesmerizing instrument that feels like it's carrying centuries of emotion in every single song. He'll have you lost in the depths of his soulful sound, and for a moment, you won't care about anything else. His set will be the kind of thing that people still talk about long after the festival is over, because it's not just a performance, it's an experience. It's music that takes you somewhere else, somewhere deep, and all you can do is let it wash over you. But here's the thing. Governor's Ball isn't just about the headliners, it's about the variety. The lineup is always diverse. From rap to pop, from indie to electronic, there's something for everyone here. It's the kind of event where you can bounce between stages and hear everything from some hardcore rap to the most chill, atmospheric indie beats. You might find yourself dancing to Megan Thee Stallion one minute and then quietly reflecting to a Billie Eilish set the next. That diversity of music isn't just fun, it's intentional. Governor's Ball isn't just throwing a festival, they're curating an experience where you can explore different parts of the musical spectrum. The organizers know how to pull together the kinds of artists who will make everyone feel like they belong, no matter what kind of music you're into. If you've ever been to a festival before, you know that the vibe is everything. It's what sets one festival apart from another. And the vibe at Governor's Ball? It's something special. It's the way the energy builds throughout the weekend, the way the crowd feels united by something larger than themselves. It's the kind of place where you'll make memories you'll talk about for years. People go to Governor's Ball not just to hear music, but to be part of something. It's one of those festivals where the experience transcends the music itself. There's a sense of community that you can't find in just any crowd. Of course, the music is the main draw, but Governor's Ball is about more than that. Expect art installations, food trucks, and unique experiences beyond the music. The festival's organizers understand that music is just one element of the festival experience. They want to create an environment where art, culture, and creativity flow freely, not just on stage, but all around you. The food trucks alone are enough to make anyone's mouth water. Think gourmet options, local flavors, and international fare that'll make you feel like you're on a culinary tour. And the art? It's all about creativity, with installations scattered across the festival grounds that'll make you stop and think. It's a sensory overload of sound, taste, and visuals, all working in harmony. Now let's talk about the green initiatives. In 2025, Governor's Ball is going all in on sustainability. They're not just making empty promises, they're implementing real changes. From waste reduction to composting, the festival is putting effort into ensuring it leaves a positive impact on the environment. If you're someone who cares about the planet, it's comforting to know that the festival's organizers are thinking about the future while still providing one hell of a show. So, as you enjoy your time at the festival, you can also feel good about supporting an event that's taking steps to be more eco-conscious. If you're heading to Governor's Ball for the first time, here's the thing. Don't stress, but also maybe stress just a little. The festival is huge, and it's easy to get lost in the shuffle if you're not prepared. My advice? Don't get there too late or you'll be dealing with the mad rush. Make sure you bring layers. It's New York, and you never really know what the weather's going to do. And finally, make sure you have your essentials, but don't overpack. You'll thank me later, trust me. You'll be running between stages, trying to catch every act, and the last thing you want is to be lugging around a bag full of useless stuff. You're in New York City, so while you're there, why not take advantage of the city itself? Before or after the festival, there's a whole world waiting for you to explore. Go to Central Park for some downtime, visit a rooftop bar for some killer views, or grab a slice of pizza that'll make you forget everything you knew about pizza. Take a walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, hit up some of the coolest museums, or just wander through the streets of Manhattan soaking up the vibe. There's more to the city than just the festival, and Governor's Ball is the perfect excuse to explore it all. The Governor's Ball 2025? Yeah, it's shaping up to be an unmissable event with an amazing